You also want guys, this Houston Sports Lab back into the video today, and today the Washington Wizards and the Detroit Pistons are making a trade. As we're going to be going over the Pistons' view of this trade, the Pistons' perspective. The Pistons are trading away Marvin Bagley, the third, and Isaiah Livers, and receiving Danilo Gallinari and Mike Muscala from the Washington Wizards. They are also sending 2 second-round picks to the Wizards in this deal as well. Gallinari and Muscala are 2 veterans who have been in the league for a while. Gallinari has been in the league since the 2008-9 season, and this season, in 26 games with the Wizards, has averaged 7 points per game, 3 rebounds per game, and is a really good three-point shooter as well. Although he is having a career low in three-point shooting, this is his lowest three-point percentage since the 2017-18 season. This is his lowest percentage, 31.3%. But 2021-22 season, he did not play in the 22-23 season due to an ACL injury with Atlanta, 38.1%. 2020-21, 40.6%. Season before that, 19-20 with OKC, 40.5% from three. And then 2018-19 season with the Clippers, 43.3%. So a really good career three-point shooter. In his career, 38.1% as a three-point shooter. But this year has been an off year for him from three. But besides that, in the past, has been a really good three-point shooter. And then they're also getting Mike Muscala, who is in his career for a big man is actually been a good three-point shooter as well. Has been in the league since the 2013-14 season, and has been with Washington this season and has played 24 games with 2 starts in his career. His three-point percentage is 37.5%. But just like Gallinari, he's having a career low from 3 this year, 27.5%. That's his lowest since his rookie season when he only played 20 games. And his three-point percentage was 0 because he did not take any. Well, he took a couple threes, but he only averaged 0.2 three-point attempts per game in his rookie season. But that's the lowest three-point percentage of his career. But besides that, his career, he's shooting 37.5% in his career. But this season, he's only averaging 4 points per game with 3.1 rebounds per game. When last year, he averaged 6.1 points per game, 3.2 rebounds per game, one assist per game, and nearly 1 block per game as well. And from 3, he shot 39.1%. OKC in 2021-22 season, he averaged 8 points per game with 3 rebounds per game. 2020-21 season with OKC, he averaged 9.7 points per game with 4 rebounds per game. Let's talk about the players that the Detroit Pistons are giving up in this trade. Marvin Bagley III has been with the Pistons for a couple seasons now, 2.5 seasons. 2022-23 season was with him for the whole year. Has been with the team for half of the season this year, and was traded to the Pistons at the trade deadline in the 2021-22 season. When he was with the Pistons for 18 games in the 2021-22 season, played 18 games, 8 starts. He averaged 14.6 points per game with 6.8 rebounds per game. Then with the Pistons in the 22-23 season with 42 games and 25 starts, 24 minutes per game, and his field goal percentage was 52.9%, averaged 12 points per game with 6.4 rebounds per game. And this season, with 26 games played with 10 starts and averaging 18.4 minutes per game, he's averaged 10.2 points per game and 4.5 rebounds per game. Isaiah Livers, the other player that is going to Washington, is in his 3rd season, has played 23 games this year with 6 starts, has dealt with some injury problems this year, and is averaging 20.4 minutes per game. His field goal percentage this year has been really bad, a career low for him at 34.5%. In the 2 other seasons, it's been 46% and 42% for him. This season, he's averaging 5 points per game with 2.1 rebounds per game, over 1 assist per game, and 1 steal per game. Now, in the 2022-23 season, he averaged 7 points per game and 3 rebounds per game, and his field goal percentage was 42% in 52 games with 22 starts. And then his rookie year, 19 games, 5 starts, 20 minutes per game with 6.4 points per game and 3 rebounds per game. He's also a very solid defender as well. Now, let's go into some other details on this trade. So, for the Pistons, this is not, these are some the players they are acquiring. These are 2 guys who are likely to potentially be buyout candidates for them. I wouldn't expect Gallinari or Muscala to stick around too long. I would think one of these guys, if not both of these guys, will be bought out. I think this is just basically a salary dump, getting rid of Bagley and getting rid of Marvin Bagley and Isaiah Livers. Isaiah Livers is an expiring contract, and Marvin Bagley on the other end, he still has 2 years left on his deal, or he has this season and then the season after that left on his deal, but his contract is a little large at $12.2 million. So I think for them, with them receiving 2 expiring contracts back with Muscala and Gallinari, this is just a salary dump for them. I don't think Gallinari and Muscala would do much of anything for their team besides create some salary going into next year's free agency, which they do have a lot of money to spend. And next summer's free agency, now they might be able to spend even more money than they already were able to in the past with getting rid of Bagley's contract, which was $12.2 million next year. Let me know your thoughts on the trade in the comment section. I like this trade for the Wizards. I really do. Bagley is a solid player, and I think he'll be a good addition to play off the bench for them. And Isaiah Livers as well. I like these 2 additions. They're giving up 2 guys in Gallinari and Muscala who weren't really doing them any good. From 3, they were both shooting terrible, which is one of their best attributes to as a player for both of those guys in Gallinari and Muscala, who are both having worse 3-point shooting seasons. And also, I mean, these are 2 expiring contracts who are not playing a lot, while Bagley and Livers are playing way more for Detroit, and I think they'll be better addition. I think they're going to be they'll be way better for the Washington Wizards team. Sure, the Wizards don't have a lot to play for, but the Wizards have a lot more hope than the Pistons do as of right now, and I like this addition for them. And they're also getting 2 second-round picks with Bagley and Livers. I mean, they're trading away 2 expiring contracts who have not done anything at all for their team this year, and getting back a good defender, a solid rebounder in Isaiah Livers, and a solid player who still has a year left on his deal after this season, and Marvin Bagley, who they can flip off at some point, and Marvin Bagley, and then 2 second-round picks they're getting as well. I like this deal for the Wizards. I think it's not a huge deal. It's not going to change their team, but I think as just comparing to what they've done in this deal, I like it. It's a mid-trade, but I think it's still a good trade for Detroit. For Washington. Let me know your thoughts on the trade in the comment section, and peace out.